Hey Argos fans, Adam Orico here from Argos TV. Welcome to part 3 of our Year in Review series. Now after their massive 37-22 win against the defending champs, confidence was at an all-time high in the Argos locker room, and they rolled that confidence into their first meeting with their provincial rivals.
Friday night brings us to Toronto. The Argonauts over the last 2 seasons won just 7 games. Tonight they're looking for win number 6 on the season against their arch rivals from Hamilton. Here 5 minutes to go. Second and long for the Ticats. Quinn has lots of room to run. Quinn still going inside the 10, dives down to the 5. First down. Cobb to the goal line. Touchdown. It took more than 56 minutes of football, but a touchdown has been scored.
A hard-fought 16-12 loss led the Argos into the bye week with a few questions. But upon their return to the gridiron, they diligently prepped for what promised to be a raucous Iberwin Stadium on Labor Day.
The best part about playing against them and beating them during that game is hearing the crowd go silent and not hearing anything. You could hear a pin drop. It's part of Canada, and the Labor Day Classic is something that is just, it's a dogfight, and it's a game that you look forward to playing.
Hello Canada, happy Labor Day. The Hamilton Tiger Cats, the Toronto Argonauts at Iberwin Stadium. Second and goal, Lemon in trouble, lets it go to the end zone, and picked off again. Jerome Dennis with the interception, and the Argos come away empty once again. And it's blocked. It's blocked. Markeith Knowlton has the touchdown. Can you believe that?
Shortest distance to get to that punter. Late reaction there by Evan McCullough to move inside to block him and leave someone who's got a longer path.
An embarrassing loss on one of the biggest stages kept the Argos winless against the Ticats in 2010. But what was more alarming was that it extended their losing streak to 2 games, with a tough matchup the next week in BC against the Lions.
Printers in trouble now. Spins out of trouble, dancing, looking wide open, end zone, touchdown! First round pick of the Lions, Jamal. Oh, Cleo Lemon dropped it. Corey Banks picks it up and tripped up at the 20.
Tripped up at the 20, tripped up by the 20.
Exactly. Cleo Lemon absolutely lost the handle.
After the 37-16 mauling, an uneasy feeling of deja vu from the previous 2 seasons was beginning to creep up on this team. But a surprising move by the organization to bring in reigning CFL outstanding Canadian Ricky Foley brought spirits back up in Argoland.
I know now, and I went up there, saw the facility, talked to the guys, and talked about the defense and what they expected me and the role for me to play and stuff like that. And once I became comfortable with what they expected of me here and what my role would be, then I was kind of like, well, now what is it? Now what is holding me back from staying home? So definitely, once I came up here and I came with my dad, and we just sitting there, thinking like, yeah, this is home.
The Argos tried to get back on track in a matinee meeting against the Bombers at Rogers Center. And a slow start by both teams put the onus on somebody to make a big play. And who better than number 2?
Great kick by Renault. And this is Chad Owens from his 30-yard line. Owens steps ahead, gets the block. He's got the kicker to beat. Chad Owens is gone. There's the big play. Chad Owens, touchdown for the Flying Hawaiian.
Chad Owens just running straight up the football field. Got a little lane there, hits it hard, and then it's just outrunning the punter Pilardi, and nobody's catching Owens.
The Argos got back into the win column with a 17-13 victory, and now had to look forward to the first regular season game ever played in Atlantic Canada. The Double Blue would act as the home team in Moncton, but the Eskimos were not exactly the kindest of guests.
Short drop Lemon, and that one is intercepted. And it's Rod Davis with only Lemon to stop him. And an escort from Chris Thompson. Rod Davis will score. Now McCarty straight ahead, big hole. Calvin McCarty kicks it outside, and he will score, and there are no flags.
The 24-6 defeat made it 4 losses out of their last 5 games, and with a home-and-home coming up against the defending Western Division champion Saskatchewan Roughriders, things were not about to get any easier. The Riders would come into Toronto and earn a 27-16 victory, on the backs of their plethora of Canadian stars. The next week in Regina was much more closely contested, but the game may have turned in the Argos' favor because of a gutsy call from the sidelines.
Highly potent Saskatchewan offense as well, of course. Lead the league in passing yardage. And Borum, you could tell. And look at this! Oh, what a play! Byron Parker taking off. And a horse collar tackle.
How about the guts on Jim Barker and Mike O'Shea?
Can you believe that play? It looked like he was taking the knee for sure.
A massive 24-19 win in Regina kept spirits up for the Boltmen as they focused their attention on hosting a playoff game for the first time since 2007. But they first had to get past the team that they had yet to beat in 2010, as the Ticats rolled down the QEW for their third and most important meeting of the season.
And it is Cobb, and DeAndre Cobb plunging into the end zone. 9th touchdown of the year as the Tiger Cats claim the lead. And a bad snap, Prepa team in trouble. That ball's up for grabs, and Matt Kirk's on it. 5th turnover of the night as it unravels here for the Argos.
As deflating as the 30-3 shellacking was, the fact of the matter remained that the Argos were one win away to securing a playoff berth. And the next week, they headed back into the stadium where they picked up their first win to try and earn their most important win. At this point in the schedule, kick returner Chad Owens was having himself one of the best seasons from any Argo ever, and he seemed to like playing the Bombers the most.
This is where you got to watch out for Chad Owens.
And this is against the wind, and it's short. And there he is, Chad Owens. There's the seam. There he goes. The flying Hawaiian. Goodbye. Electrifying Hawaiian. He's done it to the Blue Bombers again. The third time this season he's taken a kick back. 2 missed field goal returns and a punt return for Chad Owens against the Blue Bombers.
An impressive 27-8 victory by the Double Blue guaranteed them a spot in the 2010 CFL playoffs. With the probability of hosting a playoff game dwindling, the Argos needed to pull off a Week 18 victory against the visiting Owls, and early on, things were looking promising.
Lemon again in the backfield. This is a touchdown for Mike Bradwell. Now Boyd to the end zone. It's a touchdown.
Well, Corey Boyd just guts it out. He'll feel the pain between the whistles. But when the play is on, so too is CB3.
But a few crucial mistakes by the Double Blue brought the champs right back in it, and with just seconds left, the Owls had a chance to seal the win. But they did it in very peculiar fashion.
So win it. Here we go. Duvall, the kick is up. It is wide. Knocked down. Now they have to kick it out. And they do.
Got to get 5 yards.
Now Duvall kicks it back through.
Got to kick it out again.
They will kick it out, but they don't get it out. Who has the football? It's a touchdown. Montreal. On a bizarre way to end the football game. What a finish here. The Alouettes, final play of the game, win 37-30. Their 12th win of the season. The Argos will go to Hamilton.
With the playoff schedule set, the final game of the season was played in Montreal, and some of the Argos' young guns made a rather significant impact. 18th overall draft selection Spencer Watt caught 2 long touchdown passes, and Danny Brannigan became the first Canadian quarterback to take snaps for the Argos since 1969, as the Argos routed the Owls 30-4. Coming up in the final part of our Year in Review series, it's playoff time, and the Boltmen's first test towards a Grey Cup was at Ivor Stadium against a Ticats team they had yet to beat in 2010. Make sure you stay linked to Argonauts.ca.